There's a story going viral about a woman claiming to spread HIV purposely. She claims it's a form of revenge. I call it lunacy and the devil in her. Apparently, my guess is, if the story is real, is she's very bitter because she has this infection. And I've seen other videos with women claiming this. Some say, they fake stories. Some say they're real. I've seen some with men claiming to have HIV and spread it purposely, black and white men. And that's a very serious thing, and it's a very serious action, or an evil action. But nonetheless, the Most High, the Creator, he's making it very difficult to freak off now. He's making it difficult to get high without consequences or judgment. He's making it very difficult to be a thief or a perv or a child petty without serious consequences. And to have hot girl summers and be a freak and have same-sex sex. Tom with Tom, Mary with Linda, or orgies, or run trains on females, or run trains on males. The Most High, he's making it very difficult to do those things and not be punished. And rightly so. The Lord does say, in your afflictions, meaning in your being kicked in the behind, you would seek the Lord early. And that's exactly what's happening. That's what's happening. It's very foolish to be outside of the Most High. I can understand 15 to 20 years ago, and even that's foolish, but, it seemed like you can get away with a lot of crap 15 to 20 years ago. It's very unlikely these times. But people are proud, and because the Lord doesn't swiftly step on their necks, they feel that they're invincible. Nothing can stop them. But this is a horrible way to die or live, man. I'm saying, man, you better off either being celibate or married to one woman. And even if you're married to one woman and a woman is married to a man, there's still chances that this can still cross your threshold. You have many men who are married in the faith and outside of the faith who sleep around unprotected and bring diseases back to their wives. And then you have cases where you have wives who step out on their husbands and bring diseases back to their husbands. So, as we go forward in time, we understand why the Lord says, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. As we go forward, we understand why the Most High says not to be unequally yoked with the unbelievers. Then I believe it's in the book of Peter, the Most High tells us to abstain from partying and being with the wicked of our own people, because this opens Pandora's box. It says in 2023, the number of adolescent girls and young women ages 15 to 24 years who acquired HIV was 4 times higher. 4 times higher than the 2025 target. This is due to a number of factors. Socioeconomic factors, poverty, and other socioeconomic factors can contribute to the spread of HIV. In other words, low quality life, a low quality life, a hood life, or a life where you just live in ignorance. Right here it says lack of access to services. Same thing like with the adults. Sexual health services may be expensive or difficult to access. Lack of investment in prevention. In some countries, there is a lack of investment in prevention programs. I believe that. I believe that HIV, AIDS, STDs in general are purposely spread in low-income homes or townships in other countries to diminish the birth rate of people of color. I personally believe that. I personally believe there's a diabolical plan to either make young women and men sterile through marijuana, drugs, possibly some alcohols, food. I believe there's such a fear of you having children at a high rate, at a rate that surpasses white people. I believe that's a threat, and certain diseases and STDs have to be created to slow down or create a decline in the birth rates in the black community. That's what I believe. I could be wrong, but that's what I believe. But I mean, is this story real? I don't know. Let's check it out.
Went on Facebook bragging about infecting her sexual partners with HIV. She even mentioned these partners on Facebook by name.
And this video really has sent shockwaves throughout the city of Americus in southwest Georgia, and now it's gone viral as well. 11 Alive's Latasha Giffens joins us, and there are so...
She's not the first. I've seen other videos with men and women claiming to purposely spread HIV and AIDS. Maybe they're vindictive. Maybe they're just evil. Maybe they have just given up on life to the point where they don't want to see other people happy or have a life. But check her out.
So many people concerned, trying to understand A, what this is all about, and B, if she is a credible figure throughout all of this.
That's right. This is alarming, not just for her community, but for those around the state, especially when you consider the CDC has Georgia listed in the top 5 for states with the highest number.
Top 5. I think New York was 4. I could be wrong, but the top 5. Top 5. You know, you got to look at it this way, man. You might have a brother who goes around and just beds multiple women and puts that infection in these different women, and then those women lay down with other brothers, and it just keeps spreading and spreading and spreading. And you could just be in the faith, or you can be not in the faith, and just that one time you just run into this particular woman, this one time, and now your whole life is ruined for a few minutes of pleasure. Your whole life is changed and is ruined. And you might be married and carry that back to your wife. And now her life is ruined for a few minutes of pleasure. And a lot of it is just based on ego. You have certain men who believe the more women they can bed, that makes them or brings them to a higher level or tier of manhood. In other words, they equate sex with manhood. And that's just pure dumb. Wisdom determines if you are a real man, and what you accomplish in life, that determines manhood, and that determines what makes you a man. Not how many women you bed, but in the music, sex is glorified. On TV, sex is glorified. In the videos, sex is glorified. To the point where a man and a woman, they rate and judge each other on their sexuality. But check this out. This is crazy, man. Check it out.
Of HIV infections.
I am HIV positive.
In this 1 minute and 20-second video, Brandy Yakima Lassiter of Americus, Georgia, not only states that she has HIV, but she goes on to list the men she believes she infected on purpose.
Could you imagine that, man? You lay down with this woman and she's put your name out on social media. She spreads your business out on social media, or her business, your business, how you guys indulged, and now you're infected.
You HIV positive.
She even includes their wives and girlfriends who now may also be affected. Lassiter goes on bragging about revenge and
So these are men who have wives and girlfriends. Wives and girlfriends. And she's bragging about it. So not only are the men ruined, but their women are ruined for life. If they know.
she even includes their wives and girlfriends who now may also be affected. Lassiter goes on bragging about revenge and wanting to watch them suffer.
I always get the last. Now I'm watching y'all die. I get real nasty and evil.
We talked to Major Herman Lamar with the Americas Police Department by phone. He says they are investigating her claims.
How did you guys find out about this video?
On Friday, we received several forwarded links to the video.
The original Facebook post on her page has been taken down, but the viral video still lives on YouTube. At least one person named in the video has taken action against Lassiter.
One of those individuals named in the video contacted the Americas Police Department and filed a complaint of harassing communications against Ms. Lassiter, and the investigation began at that point.
Major Lamar says part of the investigation will be to determine if Lassiter does in fact have HIV. If she does and knowingly infected others, she'll face serious charges under the Georgia law 16560, making it a crime to intentionally spread the disease. HIV.gov states about 1 in 7 people infected with HIV don't know their status.
Look at that. Look at that. This is the world we live in, brothers and sisters. You know, this is the world, man. And I understand, man. You have urges in regards of the flesh, or you have egos that need to be stroked in regards of the flesh. I understand, but is it worth it? It's very dangerous out here, man. And women cheat just as much as men. Women cheat just as much as men, if not just a little bit less, man. So everybody is whoring themselves out. Everyone is tainting their souls. Everyone is shaking their behinds. Everyone is just behaving like animals. So listen, man, HIV, AIDS, STDs in general, these are curses and judgments from the Most High. No man is exempt from the judgment of the Most High. When you step outside of the spirit of the Most High, you know, the Most High has a way to get you, man. He knows how to get you, and that's what this is. These are judgments of the Most High. And nobody's exempt. So just keep that in mind. There's nothing for free. When you do what you do out there, know that the Most High is going to judge you at some point. And this is a horrible way to be judged, man. This is an absolute horrible way to be judged. And it shows you can't trust nobody out there. Whether they intentionally infect you or just carelessly infect you. Are you willing to put your life or your wife's life on the line for a few minutes of pleasure? I don't know, man. I don't think it's worth it. But it's just something to think about, man. The world is very different now. We have to come to grips with that. And because the world is very different in a negative way, we have to be different and grow in a positive way and move in a positive direction. Be careful out there. The men and the women today are filthy as hell. Be careful. I'm out.